Okay, welcome. We're going to go over your machine real quick. This is the Mitsubishi PLC. Right now we have 3 revolutions set. That was running pretty well in 3 revolutions, but you can change this if you want to go up or down on your auger turns. If you wanted to make it 2.95, you can do that. That's how simple it is. Or if you want to go back to 3, you can just hit that. Agitation, that is the blade inside the hopper. That is going to turn every time the auger turns. So you want to keep that in the with fill mode. All right, so with fill is how you're going to run your product. There is continuous. You don't want to run with that with your product, but you do have it in case there is another product you run. With fill is how you want to run your product. Clutch has to be in the run position for you to run. You can jog this. Jog is just to turn the auger at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, to empty the hopper. That's how that works, but you want to be in the run position when you're running your product. You do have a cutoff on here, but there is no cutoff, so you don't have to worry about that. That's in case you ever do get a cutoff. You can change your production. It's basically just holding that in to change it to 0. So I just held that in for 2 or 3 seconds to go back to 0, and then it'll start counting again once you hit the foot pedal. Sorry for my shakiness. The fill motor is what you want to have on to run. You can hear I don't know if you heard that turn on or not, but the machine is now on and ready to run. So you're going to come over here and hit the foot switch when you're ready to operate. You're going to hold the container underneath here when you're, or the bag, I'm sorry, when you're underneath the filler. Right now I don't have your auger and funnel in, but I'll just kind of show you here. I wanted to show you how it works. So yeah, I'll grab the auger first. Excuse me again for the shakiness. So here's your auger. You're going to push the auger up inside there and twist. You'll see it there. There's an auger shaft spring loaded. That's how that works. Then this funnel right here goes up. It has a little powder on it if you're running your test. The funnel goes up there, and then the 3 bolts. The bottom bolts. There's 2, and there's a 3rd one around here. Those bottom bolts. They lock that in. These top bolts, you're really not going to mess with these because it's holding your hopper in. So that's how the machine works. So you want to be in with fill. You want to make sure that this auger this funnel, I have it set where this funnel is, the bottom of this tube, the auger wants to be flush. So the bottom of this auger right here, this auger, the end of this auger, you're going to want it to be flush with that funnel. So how you change it, let's see if I can see in here. There's an auger shaft in there. I'm not sure you can see that or not, how clear it is, but there's an auger shaft in there, and there's a bolt. It has a slot. That moves up and down. Pretty much all the way down is where you're going to be set. So you really don't have to change too much. But you do want to make sure that that auger is flush with that funnel. If it's not flush, it will not work correctly. Okay, so let's go back to the filler here. You have some quick release clamps on your hopper. These kind of just pull down, so you pull them off. There's 4 of them, and that will release it from the cover. We do have a split cover. It's off right now. You can see it's up there, but that's where the cover is going to go. You have a duct right here. You can push your product in, or you can put your product in here, whatever's easier. You want to keep this hopper at least, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's kind of like angles up. Your product, you want it to be at least to here. If it starts getting down to here, you're going to start seeing some inaccuracies. Okay, so what else do we got here? Up top is your motors. I'll try to go around the other side because the light's a little weird. So this is your fill head, and the fill head has your motors in there. You're not going to really do too much in there, and there's really no maintenance. There is a vent up here. You want to make sure you keep those clean because it does get a little hot up there. Here's your e-stop, so if you want to just hit that off when you're running, if there's a problem, that'll turn off the auger rotating. Coming back here, this box is already open. Here's your contactors and overloads. The contactors and overloads are for your agitation and for your fill motor. It's kind of like your circuit breakers at home. They can trip, so if these motors get too many amps, they'll trip. And then there's these little push buttons here. I think you can see them to reset it. So if your auger doesn't turn, or your blade doesn't turn, come back there first, make sure the power is off whenever you open this box. The only other small thing here is your the raising and lowering of this. And I don't know how clear this is. I'm not sure why it's not as clear as I want it to be, but this is your screw jack. And what you're going to do is right behind here, there's a set screw. You loosen this set screw up if you ever want to raise it up. And it's just like a car jack where you raise it up and it goes about 5 inches up. So if you wanted to raise up your whole filler, you can do that. You do have leveling pads down here too, so when you do set up your machine, you want to make sure they are level on the floor. And I think that is it. If you have any questions, please give us a call at 610-466-1440. Thank you.